Hi YouTube, as you already know, this week's topic is information about our state. I at first had absolutely no idea what I was going to do, but I actually found it kind of easy once I did some research, which is sad. I know I should know stuff about our state, but I don't. So so I made a list of different things. They probably will vary from Dakota's, but anyway, here we go. So, what is your state flower? Well, our state flower is blue gum, and you can actually find it on our licenses that you get to enable you to drive. And here is a picture. So that's what it looks like. Obviously not in real life, it's actually a plant, but anyway, what is your state flag? Well, we don't have a state flag, but we do have a national flag, which is obviously the national flag of Australia, and if you don't know, that is it. State song. Again, we don't have a state song, but it's pretty much the Australian national anthem, which covers all of our states. Yep. Coins and money notes. I thought that would be sort of an interesting one to do because they all vary so much around the world, and it's actually, for us, it's, we don't know any different, but I guess when a lot of people come here, either to Tasmania or even to Australia, I find it interesting how people comment on how it's so weird that our money is plastic when theirs is normally paper. Anyway, I'm going to start with some coins. So we have a 5-cent piece, a 10-cent piece, a 20-cent piece, a 50-cent piece, $1 and $2. So there are coins. And this is the 5-cent piece. It's tiny. They are actually thinking of getting rid of these because they're pretty useless and they're really just a hassle because they just end up in the bottom of your bag, and yeah, they're not really much good for anything. So yep, that's the 5-cent piece. The 10-cent piece is a little bit bigger, and on the front of it, it's sort of like a weird swirly thing. But you'll find on all of our coins, they have, on the back of them, they have Queen Elizabeth, and they have her name, and Queen Elizabeth II, that is, and in what year this particular coin was made. So, for instance, this coin was made in 2008. 20-cent piece, and that is a picture, and you probably can't see it very well, but that is a picture of a platypus in water, because that's a native animal to Australia. And again, Queen Elizabeth II is on the back. And this coin was made in 2002. So they go right up to 1960. Again, Queen Elizabeth is our 50-cent piece, and it's like a hexagon. So, yep. And this has our coat of arms on the front of it. So this here, if you can see, is an emu, and on the other side over here is a kangaroo. You probably can't see it very well, but this coin was actually made in 1971, so it's pretty old. $1. This $1 coin has actually the picture of Australia on it. They all have funny little pictures on them from time to time. Again, Queen Elizabeth, and this was made in 2002. And finally, we have a $2 coin. And this coin, I think, has a picture of an Aboriginal man, because obviously Aboriginal is Australia. And this coin was made in 2009. So they all range, and it's sort of amazing to think, that they go all around Australia. And they've been in circulation for so long. So there are coins. And notes, as I said, our notes are made of money. They're made of money, of course they're made of money. I mean, made of plastic. So yeah, here's our $5 note. This has a picture of Queen Elizabeth II, obviously. And then it also has, on the back of it, it also has our government house. And it has a picture of Banjo Patterson and then some guy. So yeah, there's our $10 note. And $50 note is yellow and it has a picture of David Mason, I think. I'm not sure. And we also have a $100 note, but I don't happen to have any of them on me at this point. That's green, and I don't know who's on it either. Yeah, so that's our money. I thought they'd be interesting too. Anyway, moving on. Native animals. We have native hens, and this is a native hen. Let me show you. This is a native hen, and we actually have these in our backyard. And yeah, I only just realised this, but we call them turbo chickens because they look like a bit like chicken. But they run really fast. It was actually, we were watching them when we first noticed that we had them in our backyard, and they ran so fast. Anyway, so that's what we call them, but they are native hens. And we also have, I'm probably sure a lot of you know this, but we also have native Tasmanian devils. Yeah, it looks cute, doesn't it? But it's actually not, because if you if you gave them a chance, it'd actually rip your face off because they're really aggressive. But they're the ones who, are critically endangered by the facial tumour disease, which is horrible. But yeah, things are being done to save them or whatever, so that's good. Anyway, so now famous people. I thought this would be a cool one to do. I made a list, and I also have pictures, in case you don't know who they are. So now at number 1, this was just a list I found on Google. So at number 1, I'm sure you all know who this is, but Princess Mary of Denmark, and that's her. Yep. Number 2, a guy called Ricky Ponting, and he's a great cricketer of ours, and I met him a couple of years ago at a signing, and I got his autograph on a bat. And it was really cool at the time, but yeah, he's sort of faded out now. Number 3, Errol Finn. I have no idea who this guy is, but he was on a list, and apparently that's him. He is a movie legend, apparently, but yeah, I don't know. Number 4, Joseph Lyons. He's our former Australian Prime Minister, and that's him. Yeah. Number 5, David Boone. He's another former great cricketer, and he's also an Ashes hero. Yeah. I actually walked past him in a shopping centre a couple of years ago. Yeah, and I knew who it was, but anyway, that was fun. Okay, number 6, David Foster. He is a world champion axeman, and I did see him compete at our annual Hobart show. Yeah, that was quite a while ago. But yeah, anyway. Okay, and now top 10 Tasmanian experiences. Right, number 1. Visit Mona Modern and Contemporary Museum. Apparently it's really good, and I know that a lot of people have gone, but I have not been as of yet. But this is a picture of it. It looks like a really cool building, but it's new. It's only been around for I think maybe 2 years, but it's doing really well. It's really popular. And apparently they have a really nice restaurant there, and it's very hard to get into or whatever. So yeah. Number 2, visit the historic Port Arthur site and do the ghost tour. I actually did this ghost tour at the end of my year 6 school year, which was about 4 years ago now. So it was really fun, but it was literally the scariest thing I've ever done. I would not do it again if someone paid me to. It was so intense, and it was such a memorable experience, and I will never forget it. But it was insane. It was really, really insane. And it's also the place where shortly after I was born on the 8th of April, it's actually 20 days after, it was on the 28th of April 1996, where a man by the name of Martin Bryant killed 32 people, and he still rots in jail today, which is good. I think it's the worst, really, or the only massacre that we've had here in history, and that place, it, Port Arthur holds a lot of history, and it was a really insane day. But so that's number 2. Sorry. Number 3. Visit Cradle Mountain. I'll just grab you a picture here. I have actually never been here. Like, we've actually talked about going here, but we've never gotten around to it. But I definitely want to do it because apparently it's absolutely beautiful, especially in winter. Even though it's cold, but you can go skiing and there's all this snow, and so that's number 3. Number 4, visit Freycinet Peninsula. I don't actually have a picture of that with me, but it's sort of like a beach. It's sort of a camping area, and apparently it's beautiful. It's so pure. There's wildlife. It'd be a really amazing place. I have never been there myself, but I know we do school trips, things like that, but I've never gotten the opportunity to do it yet. Number 5, take a Gordon River cruise. This one. I have actually not really heard much about this one, but it looks beautiful, and I'm sure it is, but that was on the list. Number 6, take the Toon Airwalk. I actually did this when I was about 6 years old, and from what I can remember, it was absolutely amazing. And it is so high up, but it is so much fun, and as you walk along the thing, if you jump, it moves. So it's definitely not for someone who does not like heights, because it is insanely high, but it is incredible. It really is. Number 7, see the views from Mount Wellington. This one would definitely have to be my favourite. I guess not only because it's right here where I live, like in town. It sort of overlooks the town. It's incredible, but just the view that you get is absolutely remarkable. You can see all of our city. You can see all the surrounding suburbs, the river, the bridge. It's so surreal. Like, when you're up there, what you're looking down on, it doesn't seem real. But it's absolutely wonderful, and something, if you've never been here before and you do it for the first time, it's something that you will never forget. But it is so bitterly cold in winter. It really is, but it's so worth it. It really, really is. Okay, number 6. Sorry, not number 6, number 8. Sorry, number 8. Visit Cataract Gorge in Launceston. I don't have a picture of this, but I have not really heard a lot about this, but it was on the list, so whatever. Number 9, visit Salamanca Market. I actually think that it is the best market in all of Australia. It is insanely good. There are so many people that come here just to go to Salamanca Market. It's open every Saturday from 9 till 3, and it is it's just the fresh produce and the local art, things like that you get from around here. It really is. It's such a warm and lovely environment, and it's so much fun. It really is. You can make a whole day out of it because there's just so much to see and to look at. So that's great. It's a great one. And finally, number 10, fly to the Melaleuca in Southwest Wilderness. Again, I've never really heard of this before, but basically you get in a plane and you fly over the mountains and the picturesque scenery, and but I haven't really heard much about it, but I can imagine that the scenery would be incredible. It really would be. But that would definitely be one to do if you loved flying. And sort of being outside your comfort zone, I think. But so that's pretty much all I could come up with. I hope you like it. See ya.